In the depths of our oceans, where the sunlight barely reaches, a world of wonder and magic exists, home to one of the most intelligent and social creatures on the planet, the dolphin. With their sleek, gray bodies and curved dorsal fins, they glide effortlessly through the waves, their clicks and whistles echoing through the water as they communicate with each other in a language that is both familiar and foreign to us. But beneath the surface of their playful and curious nature, dolphins face a multitude of hardships that threaten their very existence. Hardships that are often overlooked and underreported in our conversations about these beloved creatures. As we gaze out at the ocean, mesmerized by the dolphins' acrobatic leaps and graceful movements, it's easy to forget that their world is not as pristine and untouched as it seems. The reality is that dolphins are facing numerous challenges, from the devastating effects of pollution and overfishing, to the brutal practice of dolphin hunting and the traumatic experience of being held in captivity. Their habitats are being destroyed, their families are being torn apart, and their very way of life is being disrupted by the careless and often cruel actions of humans. And yet, despite all of this, dolphins continue to inspire and captivate us. Their intelligence, social complexity, and emotional depth making them one of the most fascinating and beloved creatures on the planet. As we delve into the world of dolphins, we are forced to confront the harsh realities of their existence and the ways in which our actions are impacting their lives. We are compelled to ask ourselves difficult questions about our relationship with the natural world and our responsibility to protect and preserve the delicate balance of the ocean ecosystem. We are reminded that dolphins are not just entertaining performers or charming companions, but living, breathing beings that are worthy of our respect, our compassion, and our protection. And as we explore the hardships that dolphins face, we are inspired to take action, to make a difference, and to ensure that these incredible creatures continue to thrive in the oceans for generations to come. The story of the dolphins is a complex and multifaceted one, full of joy and sorrow, wonder and hardship. It is a story that highlights the incredible resilience and adaptability of these animals, as well as the profound impact that humans can have on their lives. As we journey into the world of dolphins, we are invited to bear witness to their struggles, to share in their triumphs, and to join the fight to protect and preserve their place in the ocean. We are reminded that the fate of the dolphins is inextricably linked to our own, and that the choices we make have the power to shape the future of our planet. And as we embark on this journey, we are filled with a sense of hope and determination, knowing that together we can make a difference and ensure that the dolphins continue to thrive in the oceans for generations to come. One of the most significant challenges facing dolphins is the impact of pollution on their habitats and health. The oceans are filled with plastic waste, toxic chemicals, and other pollutants that can cause a range of problems for dolphins, from entanglement and suffocation to ingestion and poisoning. For example, dolphins have been found with plastic bags, fishing nets, and other debris trapped in their stomachs, causing blockages and nutrient deficiencies. Additionally, the toxic chemicals present in the oceans, such as PCBs and DDT, can accumulate in dolphins' bodies and cause a range of health problems, including reproductive issues, immune system suppression, and even death. The effects of pollution on dolphin populations are far-reaching and devastating. In some areas, the pollution is so severe that it has caused the complete collapse of dolphin populations. For instance, in the Gulf of Mexico, the 2010 oil spill had a catastrophic impact on dolphin populations, with many individuals dying or becoming ill due to exposure to the toxic chemicals. Similarly, in the Mediterranean, the high levels of pollution have led to a significant decline in dolphin populations, with some species facing the threat of extinction. The impact of pollution on dolphins is not limited to their physical health. It also affects their behavior, social structures, and overall well-being. Dolphins are also vulnerable to the impacts of climate change, which is causing a range of problems for their habitats and ecosystems. Rising ocean temperatures are altering the distribution and abundance of their prey, making it harder for dolphins to find food and survive. Additionally, the increased frequency and severity of extreme weather events, such as hurricanes and typhoons, are causing damage to dolphin habitats and disrupting their social structures. For example, in the aftermath of a hurricane, dolphins may be forced to flee their usual habitats in search of food and shelter, leading to increased competition and conflict with other dolphin groups. The impact of human activities on dolphin populations is not limited to pollution and climate change. Dolphins are also threatened by the practice of overfishing, which is depleting their food sources and causing malnutrition and starvation. In some areas, dolphins are caught accidentally in fishing nets and lines, causing injury and death. Additionally, the expansion of coastal development and tourism is leading to the destruction of dolphin habitats and the disruption of their social structures. For instance, the construction of seawalls, jetties, and other coastal infrastructure can cause the destruction of dolphin habitats and the displacement of dolphin populations. Despite these challenges, there are many reasons to be hopeful about the future of dolphin populations. Conservation efforts, such as the establishment of marine protected areas and the implementation of sustainable fishing practices, are helping to reduce the impact of human activities on dolphin habitats and ecosystems. Additionally, research and education programs are raising awareness about the importance of dolphin conservation and the need to protect these incredible creatures. For example, organizations such as the World Wildlife Fund and the Ocean Conservancy are working to protect dolphin habitats and reduce the impact of pollution and overfishing on dolphin populations. As the world grapples with the complexities of environmental conservation, it is essential to recognize the critical role that dolphins play in maintaining the health and biodiversity of our oceans. These intelligent and social creatures are not only a source of fascination and wonder, but they also serve as a vital component of the marine ecosystem, helping to regulate the populations of other marine species and maintain the balance of the ocean's food chain. However, the challenges facing dolphin populations are numerous and far-reaching, and it will require a concerted effort from governments, conservation organizations, and individuals to ensure the long-term survival of these incredible creatures. One of the most significant steps that can be taken to protect dolphin populations is to reduce the amount of pollution that enters the oceans. This can be achieved through a combination of government regulations, individual actions, and community-based initiatives. For example, governments can implement policies to reduce the amount of plastic waste that enters the oceans, such as banning single-use plastics or implementing extended producer responsibility. Individuals can also make a difference by reducing their own use of plastics, recycling, and participating in beach cleanups. Additionally, community-based initiatives, such as the establishment of marine protected areas, can help to reduce the impact of pollution on dolphin habitats and ecosystems. Another critical step in protecting dolphin populations is to address the impacts of climate change. This can be achieved through a combination of reducing greenhouse gas emissions, protecting and restoring natural habitats, and supporting climate-resilient conservation efforts. For example, governments and individuals can work to reduce their carbon footprint by transitioning to renewable energy sources, increasing energy efficiency, and promoting sustainable land use practices. Additionally, conservation efforts can focus on protecting and restoring natural habitats, such as mangroves and coral reefs, which provide critical ecosystem services and help to mitigate the impacts of climate change. The impact of human activities on dolphin populations is also closely tied to the practice of overfishing. Overfishing not only depletes the food sources of dolphins, but it also causes malnutrition and starvation, and can lead to the bycatch of dolphins in fishing nets and lines. To address this issue, it is essential to implement sustainable fishing practices, such as catch limits, closed seasons, and marine protected areas. Additionally, governments and conservation organizations can work to promote eco-labeling and certification of sustainable seafood, which can help to reduce the demand for unsustainably caught seafood and promote more responsible fishing practices. Furthermore, the expansion of coastal development and tourism is also a significant threat to dolphin populations. The construction of seawalls, jetties, and other coastal infrastructure can cause the destruction of dolphin habitats and the displacement of dolphin populations. To address this issue, it is essential to implement sustainable coastal development practices, such as the use of environmentally friendly materials, the protection of natural habitats, and the engagement of local communities in the planning and decision-making process. Additionally, tourism operators can work to promote responsible and sustainable tourism practices, such as dolphin watching tours that do not disrupt the natural behavior of dolphins and support conservation efforts. In addition to these efforts, it is also essential to support research and education programs that focus on dolphin conservation. These programs can help to raise awareness about the importance of dolphin conservation, promote community-based conservation efforts, and support the development of effective conservation strategies. For example, research programs can focus on studying the behavior, ecology, and population dynamics of dolphins, which can help to inform conservation efforts and promote more effective management of dolphin populations. Education programs can also help to promote awareness and understanding of dolphin conservation issues and support the development of community-based conservation initiatives. The importance of community-based conservation efforts cannot be overstated. By engaging local communities in the planning and decision-making process, conservation efforts can be more effective, sustainable, and equitable. Community-based conservation initiatives can also help to promote awareness and understanding of dolphin conservation issues and support the development of local economies that are based on sustainable and responsible use of marine resources. For example, community-based tourism initiatives can help to promote responsible and sustainable tourism practices, while also supporting the development of local economies and promoting community-based conservation efforts. In conclusion, the challenges facing dolphin populations are numerous and far-reaching, and it will require a concerted effort from governments, conservation organizations, and individuals to ensure the long-term survival of these incredible creatures. By reducing pollution, addressing the impacts of climate change, implementing sustainable fishing practices, promoting sustainable coastal development, and supporting research and education programs, we can help to protect dolphin populations and promote the health and biodiversity of our oceans. Additionally, by engaging local communities in the planning and decision-making process, we can promote more effective, sustainable, and equitable conservation efforts and support the development of local economies that are based on sustainable and responsible use of marine resources. The future of dolphin populations is uncertain, but by working together, we can help to ensure that these incredible creatures continue to thrive in our oceans for generations to come.